I invited people here today to the park where my brother's bench is to have an open conversation, not only about drug use, but just about anything.
Trevor Tablotney's younger brother, Curtis Tablotney, died 1 year ago to a toxic drug overdose. Trevor says he wants to honor Curtis's death anniversary by ending the shame around drug use and addiction.
There's so many things that we have ingrained in our social structures that are stigmatized, and we just don't talk about it, whether it's your mental health, your depression, or your drug use, and we hide it, and there's no need to. People do drugs, and we have to get over that, and we have to talk about how we do drugs safely and how we make sure that we don't lose people to this.
Tablotney says his brother died alone in his home and was only found the next morning. Tablotney says he wants to warn people to not do drugs alone and to always test substances before using them. Curtis and his fiance had been together for 7 years. She says she misses her best friend.
I miss all. Obviously, I miss cook him, smell him, talk to him. To wake up, watching him.
Every day in British Columbia, we lose 7 people to the toxic drug crisis.
Helen Jennings with Moms Stop the Harm says toxic drug deaths have been on a steady incline for years now.
73% of those dying are young men using alone in their own home because of stigma and shame.
No one gives you a handbook on how to deal with a family member that's going through something like that. So I started that car so that we can have conversations about it.
This is Curtis's dream car, an '89 Mitsubishi 3000 GT. And as you can see, the trunk is filled with potentially life-saving naloxone kits. Trevor uses the vehicle to distribute naloxone and drug testing strips in the community in Curtis's honor.
It's a conversation piece that ignites conversation, and then once you have someone there to talk, then you can be like, well, it was my brother's car. He had an overdose. Here's a naloxone kit. Here's how to use it.
Tablotney says he's had deep conversations with strangers who have opened up about their experiences with drug use.
I had somebody tell me, like, my brother overdosed, and I've had a hard time with the stigma around his overdose because people look down on you because your brother overdosed. And I'm here to show that there's nothing to be upset about or feel bad about.
In Richmond, Angela Bauer, City News.